Hi guys.
Hi.
Guys. Welcome to this conversation. Today we are here. We don't even know what's the conversation about.
Some mystery.
But we're just about to unleash a topic. Creator.
Hard
Drum
one.
Wow. Believe you me, hearts are beating.
Yikes.
Okay. Trust Cynthia.
Hey.
Wow.
Dear younger me, we are okay. What your younger self would be shocked you overcame, achieved. Did I read it right? Dear younger me, we are okay. What your younger self would be shocked you overcame or achieved. So this is me as I am, and there's the younger me as I was growing up. Yeah, and now it's me. I'm assuring the younger me, and I'm just enlightening them and informing them. Yeah, because I hope to tumepata.
Yeah.
Because I'm also trying to get it.
Una explain kumbe unajaribu.
We have
seen your way.
Yes, that is what it, in short, this is just me talking to my younger self. And sort of younger me is congratulating the me for what I've achieved, for where I am. Yeah, okay. Nimemaliza.
I'm not starting. Disclaimer.
Let me start.
The only man.
Let me start.
Thank you.
I don't know. Actually, has come really. Okay, umesema tu like.
Ikakuja
bad moment.
I think I've had such a conversation with myself recent past, and even one actually. I'm on YouTube.
Wow.
I'm on YouTube.
Wow.
You guys, I'm on YouTube. I'm
You're
trending.
punching the
I'm one thing I would say is overcoming doubt. That aspect of being shy. Just trust me, I surprise myself at times at the things that I do, because and even there's a time actually there's some friends who actually just came to, like, I minister in church, and there's some friends we had in my former life. They actually had to come and confirm that actually we need to.
They were praising.
Like recently, actually something happened. There's a wedding that was happening in our church, and a former friend, an acquaintance that I knew, I still know them. I think they were related to the groom or the bride or something. So that day I was singing, we were singing, and then afterwards
you're belting out tears.
So kalikuja kaniuliza, paka Alex unaimba siku hizi mbele ya watu. I used to be a very shy person. Very shy. The things that even my mom the times that alikuwa anauliza, wewe unaweza taongelesha wasichana kweli? Unaweza?
But unaweza. Mko ukiongelesha.
Wacha nisiseme.
Tusijibu hiyo.
Nisiseme hiyo. But I used to be very shy. I think also coming from, I think in our last episode we talked about just childhood traumas, just overcoming some of the things that you overcome.
And some we are still overcoming.
Yeah. And just that in itself was just a big headache for me. In high school, I was a school captain, entertainment captain.
So it started that way.
Like in ranking, rank. In ranking, I was the fourth powerful student.
Tell us, what is humility?
And you are still shy.
I'm very shy.
Ironically.
You can imagine. So like, rank, it was there. head boy, deputy head boy,
Mm.
dining hall,
Date.
Dining
hall,
Central Region.
and then the entertainment,
Entertainment.
and anti-civilian. Nilikuwa mtu, but there was just something that I could not speak in front of people. A whole year, I think I spoke. We had like assemblies. A whole year, I did twice because I used to like push it to other people.
Oh, yeah, it's you.
Because I remember that there's one I did, and my teacher of English actually came. We had a class after the assembly. Like the same, I fumbled with words. I was afraid. I was shaking. And then my teacher of English comes in and he uses that as an example. Not talking to me directly, but just telling people, people as men, you need to understand, you need to speak, you need to know how to speak. Sorry.
Like, talk to me direct.
Niambie tu.
You
Acha
need to
kuambia
know-
watu.
like, you need to know
It's
how
my
to-
stuff.
You need to know how to speak, and I knew that he was just talking
Yeah.
to me. And then it happened that there's so many instances that I can like, pick it in my head that I could not even just in a church. I think when my mom was in come up for service, I could not even just go and find her in the church. I would just decide to wait until everything, wageni wakikuja, sisi ni wale tunapitia huko, like
More of a social anxiety thing. Just being with
it was
people
just
where
too
people
much
are.
pressure for me. Like just being in front of people. Nowadays I'm actually speak.
You are at the front.
The one who's commanding the people.
Wow. There's still some beats that I am still working on. But there are times that I look at myself and I good job.
Mimi.
Yeah.
Good job.
Mirror
Umetoka
therapy.
mbali.
Mimi.
Yeah.
Like umetoka mbali. Like there are even people who actually see me now and like
The feedback you get.
yes. I'm like, hey, you are a different person. Even my mom, my parents, like they see me in some places,
In some settings.
and I'm like, hey, okay, who you see? I think this is not the person that we know.
At least you grew up.
yeah. And that is something that dear younger me, I would say that.
Look what I have achieved.
Yeah.
Look where I am.
Look where I am. Yeah. It's a beautiful thing.
Wow, it's even bringing a smile.
I
Yes.
know.
You know,
That's
it feels
a
so
beautiful journey.
Yeah.
motivating
Yes,
that
yes,
yeah,
yes.
Yeah.
you don't have to remain where you
Oh,
are.
for sure.
There's room for growth.
Yes,
There's room
yes.
for self-awareness.
Yeah.
There's room for just realizing, because again we have to know where we are stuck
Yes.
for us to know that we need to move.
Yes.
Yeah.
Wow, Ivy.
Wow. For me, I remember that season immediately after campus where you're trying to figure out, so what next? What happens after life? After now, life after campus. And I remember at that point, one of my sisters had told me, usichague kazi, you don't choose whatever, anything that comes,
Kazi
you
ni
just take
kazi.
it, you know, yeah. And because I also didn't want to stay at home, I was like, okay, you may come, let's just go with it. And I remember I ended up in this place, working in this place. First of all, we were doing 10-hour shifts. You had, most times, your off days would fall on a weekday. So maybe Tuesday, Wednesday, or Wednesday, Thursday. It was never during
Saturday,
the weekend.
Sunday.
Actually, by the way, if you got Saturday, Sunday, you were so lucky.
You are the star.
Like, my goodness.
And everyone wanted to
Everyone wanted to
with
swap, and yet
Yeah.
no one wanted.
Yeah.
No one wanted to swap Saturday and Sunday. And I remember, gosh, I remember that particular year, I was at work during Christmas. Rudi nyuma kidogo. I remember the youth had arranged to go hike at Ugali Hills. I'll never forget. I was at work. That was 20th October. Christmas Eve, I was at work. Christmas, I was at work. New Year's Eve, I was at work. New Year's, I was at work. Wow, and I remember admiring people who used to go. And say so, by the way,
Who had offs.
I know.
Who had offs.
What a wow!
The
That on
appropriate
Saturday you're
offs.
just chilling in the
You're
house.
just at home. How now?
That on Sunday you are
can
in
go
to
to
church.
Yes.
What a wow! And I remember sometimes I got transferred to a different account. That's like a different department. So sometimes I'd have shifts that start at 6 a.m. or saa zingine your shift inaanza 2 p.m.
Did you feel like
to
life was
11
unfair to
p.m.
you?
I
Despite
was just
niko
like,
kwa
oh my
kazi?
God.
You just work.
I was like, Lord.
Is this the work?
I have labored for 16 years in school for this. Is this it? Is this the best it can get? I remember I used to be so envious. Ati umechukua ati 1 month leave. I used to be so envious of such people. Now before upatiwe off, my goodness, you'd be dying. Ndio upewe off. That was such a sad time for me. I remember just one day I woke up and was
moments
like,
of growth.
Nikajambi, imagine, no, this Jesus did not die for this. No, Aki, I can't. No. Yeah, and I quit.
Oh, I didn't see that
But
coming.
Yeah, so
it was just too much. But it was just too much. It was just taking a toll on me, like in every aspect, socially, spiritually, mentally. It was just too much.
Economically.
It was my friend. And you think that we are being paid well? Peanuts.
Imagine.
Friend. Peanuts. And so now when I look at my life now, ati Saturday na Sunday,
Wow.
I'm at home. Ati mi ni wale na hope Diwali ni holiday. Yeah. Gosh, is in the Lord good?
Amen.
Shock on you, Diwali was not a holiday.
I know, you in heart. But of Jahil by the but of Jahil. Yeah, just to be able to enjoy Ati Christmas, to enjoy the holidays, to enjoy the weekend. I think maybe that's why I take my rest very seriously. Because the point in my life,
It's the time you are
you are
having
Christmas.
rest.
Man, I had
You
no
want to
rest,
rest.
like the weekend. Yeah, and even now I'm doing what I studied in school. I'm building my career path. And so I feel like at that point I was just doing whatever I was coming.
You are just uliambiwa kazi ni kazi.
Kazi ni kazi. You get certain vitu
And it
za
can
kupata
feel
huko mbele.
frustrating
It
sometimes.
can. You feel like you're stuck
Because
and
still
others are
asking,
moving.
I went to college. I did school. I was on this path. Yeah. Oh.
So now I really thank God where I'm at. First of all, I have a very amazing boss. Shout out. She's a mentor. I have an amazing colleague, and it's just a healthy working space as compared to kule kwingine. It was just chaos. So,
But do you realize maybe, okay, not just to minimize the effect it had, but like I keep saying, it was a stepping stone to now where you are. There's something you picked there. There's something you learned. Yeah.
Definitely. I cannot minimize that, kabisa. It was a good experience, even just having that work.
Even it makes you appreciate what you have.
It makes me appreciate what I have right now.
Time. Your time.
Yeah, exactly. That says ukiniambia let's report to work at 8, I'll not complain because I remember there's a time 6 niko kazini. Actually, 6 ni 5:45 because you had to clock in 15 minutes earlier.
Imagine what time you left home. Let's not ask that. Yeah.
So now it makes me more appreciative of where I'm at now. You know, actually that's one thing I really thank God for. God, I feel my Saturday and Sunday church. I don't take church for granted anymore. Ooh, no. So yeah, it's been a journey and I thank God. So I think if my younger self would look at me now, they'd be like, wow, that's your life. Wow. So
It's
I'm
taking
really
shape.
thankful. It is, my gosh. Of course, I'm not where I'd want to be, but I'm certainly not where I was. And that's something.
And
to
since
really
you're
be
here,
grateful
you'll
for.
definitely reach there.
Yeah, amen to that.
Yeah.
So, dear younger self, it gets better,
It
I
gets
promise.
better.
Yeah.
Good. Awesome. Oh, my younger self. Now, actually, like when you said school and trigger and all that, this young girl who wanted to be a lawyer by all means, every fiber, every bone. I knew I was in school because I was going to be a lawyer.
Hey, Shwakili.
You know? And I worked hard. I remember those days, Kenya National Library. Unaweza imagine library ikifunguliwa saa 2.
You were there.
You're fighting to be at the front.
Wow.
Okay, like
In that one.
nilikuwa sawa lakini saa 2. I didn't know what a sato was at home.
What?
And luckily it was just a walking distance, and so yeah, because again, what is pushing you? You know, being want to be a lawyer. Of course, I think my dad also wanted me to be a lawyer. And I finished primary, I finished Seco, and cluster point or something like that. And shock on me, I miss law. Kuna kitu itwa cluster points. Yeah, by then I remember, and the little I knew was that law cluster point was 69. My effort in primary and secondary brought me to 68.
Alright.
Hapo ndio story ilishia.
You'd rather even
Just
get a
1
60 than 60.
Just one.
One.
1 point.
And
That's
that
breaking.
I remember a very broken young Ami,
Yeah.
very broken. Like, was it even worth? Isn't there anybody who can fight for me? And by then I remember, and I think that's why I like just working with people, mentoring people, and trying to evaluate, is there any other options? I didn't get the advantage of anybody walking me that journey, that maybe there's something like interfaculty transfer. I don't know where people were. I don't know where that knowledge was. So I remember I got so frustrated and I ended up changing, because now my mind was not ready for anything else. Career, speak watu wa career walikuwa wapi siku hiyo, ama mimi ndio nilikuwa wapi? So my mind now, I remember choosing economics and political science, because the gist economics, political science. I didn't know ndakutana vitu zinaitwa statistics huko ndani. Yeah, I remember statistics ulikuwa unakaa unauliza, okay, where was I going to? And then now it becomes so sad you remember the law. Yeah, so that young Ami really felt so depressed. So went off, and that informed very many other choices that I made that maybe could not have been made that way. But then again, we say the paths that take us to our destiny. Yeah. So now what I would tell that younger self, yes, they say the only constant is change. Yeah, and it's good to be flexible. And even if you feel like you're at the end, because here I am, and maybe out of that, there's an adage that goes like, out of your mission comes your, out of your misery comes your mission. So I'm very particular by now, on just mentoring young people, like finding out, asking, what did you want to do? How did you want it? What other option do you have you looked at this? Have you considered this? Because for me, I remember it was PAP, no law. PAP, economics and political science, and everybody asked me, are you a politician? No, I'm not. Political science.
Politics.
Yeah, political science, it was just, and linguistics. Yeah, it was just because now I'm in a degree. But I thank God, because of course after eventually finishing the degree, where I ended up was because we needed a degree. And now I have now found myself, and I can tell the younger self, yes, it may have looked so confusing. It's good that we didn't lose hope, because there's still room to find yourself. Now I'm in people management, and I love just impacting. And I think that's why I still feel it's important for someone to, even if they don't have the direction, seek out. It's not weakness to seek out. Maybe then I didn't find the energy to seek out or to even consult, because clearly there must be somebody I would have asked. Maybe sometimes ego, pride and all that, or maybe the feeling that I have lost the law, I can't be. Maybe for me it felt like you're just a total failure, nothing counts anymore. But yes, I'm sure young Ami, look where we are. We are running season counseling and consultancy center, impacting people in therapy, in a life coach, mentors. I feel so happy when I see my mentees up, and just transforming lives, transforming mindsets. And young Ami, it's okay, we didn't need to do law.
Eventually
we are okay. We are okay, and we are grateful, and there is more ahead. Flexibility being the key.
It's not the end of the world.
It's not the end of the world. And maybe just coming to you, maybe I feel that you need to remind your younger you that you are CEO of Kiro Clean.
Mr. CEO.
Please, Kiro Clean.
Yeah.
But do I say creating employment for
small things that you come, and like when you think about them and like where you are at the moment,
and it's humbling, by the way. It's also humbling. Very humbling.
When you look back at how you got here, you really appreciate the present. You really appreciate where you, because you see now you kind of I think even with your process of actually going through all those things that you went through, and even there's something I think just recently I was listening to someone who was saying that there is no wrong person at the right time or right time for anything, because everything is at the right time at the right place. The only difference is that the lessons are different. Some of the experience that we go through is to teach us, is to actually make us, to mold us to be what we are now. But if we think that everything is worse, everything that you actually go through, everything that you go through, and even if it is a bad day, sometimes bad days are just to teach you to appreciate the good days.
Oh, for sure.
So those are small aspects of just living a positive driven life that you really appreciate. Just every single moment is a moment of learning, is a moment of just growing. And as you're saying, we are in a space where we are also creating jobs for people, and we appreciate that because it came from those
some hard work,
some
moments of doubt,
for sure.
Some moments, because again, one thing I'm also picking, and that I like reminding myself, is that it's a path. You may be at that point where you're wondering, nothing is speaking, nothing is working, this is not what I signed up for, and maybe you just need to pause and realize, this may not be what I signed up for, but could I work on it positively? Could I perceive a positive attitude and maybe use it as a stepping stone to what I had signed up? Because again, detours will be there in life, disappointments will be there, but how you pick yourself up is what matters. And then again, that mindset, if you're just stuck to this is what I wanted, it's a good mindset to just be flexible and realize, they say, there's this thing that I like, it says 1 + 7 is 8, 4 + 4 is 8, 6 + 2 is 8. Different ways of arriving there. So if you're searching for 8, there are several options of getting to that 8. Don't lose hope. Sometimes you may feel like at some point you are losing hope, but now when you realize that one step led to the other and the other, and maybe if you hadn't picked this lesson, this other one would not have added. Just like I was telling her, this is what you appreciate, because again, it's a building stone. And later you are able to celebrate life. Celebrate a life, and just know that not all of us could be lawyers. Again, who will be the other thing.
I think also something that learning to appreciate also is the bad things that happen in the process of learning. Like choosing to learn from them, not to
lesson 101. What did I learn from it?
What did I learn? Not really just like crying or wallowing in holding a pity party for yourself.
Like you say, starting up a bash for pity party.
So you're like, I could not, like something I usually take nowadays, every single moment, what is something I've learned from this? Even if it's a bad client or whatever, what do I pick?
What lesson am I running home with?
Having such an attitude actually makes you even think of more solutions. You have a solution-based mindset because you're thinking of what have I learned and what can I do better?
You're not just sitting there and wallowing in self-pity. This happened to me, this happened to me. And I've had it sometimes. It really stagnates. Self-pity stagnates because it gives you a victim mentality. Oh, it's just about me, this happened to me. And you see what you perceive, you'll be seeing the whole. Now translation yako itakuwa that is, this always happens to me. Then we come to generalizing, because this happened again, I don't even want to try because I'm a failure. We even label ourselves. But just like you're saying, picking, this is what happened today. Sitting at the end of the day, maybe journaling and thinking, reflecting, okay, where would I have done something differently? If tomorrow comes, then I won't repeat the same thing. This is what I would change. And that's just being solution focused.
That's true. That's very true. And even your mentality as you're in that difficult time, it actually really matters. That is what will inform whether you will grow from it or whether you get stuck.
Or even sink.
That's true. I think mentality is it's key. It's very key. It's true. Sometimes there are things, I feel like there are things that you can get yourself out of. Like there's no amount of positivity that I can pour on you if you're not ready to take that step and just say this is where I'm at, but this is not where I'm always going to be. So I need to grow from here. I need to learn from here. So I feel like there's also that you need to encourage yourself.
Sometimes it's about intrinsic motivation. It's me. I should know it's me. I have all it takes. And I can do it. I can do it, and I talk to myself and every faculty of myself and encourage and move on. It's possible. It's very possible. Wow, that was a good conversation.
Yes.
Our younger us are okay. They are okay, and
They must be proud of us. Don't you
Yeah.
think so?
Yeah, they
Yeah.
are.
I'm on
They are.
YouTube.
Me too.
Thank you so much. Maybe take time to have a conversation with
Yeah.
your younger
Yeah.
you. Appreciate where you came from. Appreciate where you are, and clap.
Yeah, clap for yourself.
Clap.
Appreciate
Pat.
yourself.
Pat.
Pat yourself on
Pat
the
yourself.
back.
Do some me time.
Yeah.
It's not always that bad. It's not
Yeah,
always
yeah,
that
yeah.
bad. Celebrate that.
Mm.
You and your younger you, it's a journey.
Yeah.
It's a journey. It's a
Yeah.
journey. Yeah. Yeah. Thank you so much.
Thank you for watching.
See you soon.
Bye-bye.
Bye bye.